and who I believe can sleep, right? Can sleep tonight because his record wasn't shattered tonight. This man, I believe, will hold the middleweight, that middleweight legacy forever. And I'll tell you one thing, Triple G was close, but this next man, Bernard Hopkins, he knows the middleweight division. He can give you an insight on how both fighters did tonight and how they felt. So here is Bernard Hopkins. Bernard.
First, I'd like to say to everybody, I hope they enjoyed the fight. It was action. You hear my voice. So I didn't wake up like this. It was an exciting night. But, you know, people always say records made to be broken and blah, 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 everybody go. But one thing that I kept reminding y'all back there is that I'm not going to get into this or that or who he fought with error. The man made 20 defenses. He deserved to be respected for that up to tonight. And what unique situation. I'm not going to be gloating. I'm not going to be boasting, and I'm not going to be doing none of that. Trust me, I won't. But what great position, because I believe in a bigger mean than me, to not only be on the business side of history, but also on the athletic side of whether my record get broken or stays safe. So I thank Canelo tonight, along with a lot of other people, and I see some smiles, and they know what I mean by that. It's only being honest. And like I told Dan Raphael, who did an article on ESPN, I'm giving you a shout out in a commercial, that until it happened, is all talk. And whether he fought Joe or Billy or Bobby, doesn't matter. He made 20 defenses. I salute him on that. But I have another way of making history without throwing a punch. I am part of the business side of a guy who is in position to set his own record by breaking mine, so I beat him really twice. That to me said that if y'all not paying attention to what we said years ago, the company, we want to continue to put the best fights in front of the fans who we respect. We might not agree to disagree all the time with people, opinion, but we want to match, and our fighters want to fight the best. That's important. Because we might want to do the fight, but if the fighter don't cooperate, then fight normally don't happen, don't get made. So tonight, to me, from my Philadelphia, tri-state area, East Coast fan club from DC all the way up the boot to before you get into Canada, was texting me, Bernard, that was a good fight. Bernard, that was an excellent fight. Bernard, this Golden Boy showed everyone, the promotional machine, that we want to continue to do this. And we only can celebrate really for not that long, because it's business as usual of doing what we said we're going to do. I'm just saying proud to be involved on both ends. And you know what? Maybe somebody else come along. Maybe it might be Canelo who wants to break the record, and it's cool. And I would be in a difficult situation, because I'd be like, man, dude, but it is what it is. So it was a great effort. They both fought like gladiators. But Canelo showed me something tonight as a fighter, that know about the middleweight division and know about styles and know how you can learn from a loss and check the blocks that need to be checked and never make those mistakes again. One thing before I close, I've seen Canelo do when he needed to do it without getting completely exhausted and tired, and showed it in his body language. he held his ground. If you look at the tape tomorrow or next week or whatever, Triple G kept coming. Then it was rounds when I seen Triple G try to box for the first time. I'm not saying he can't or he can, but I seen Triple G breathing and boxing for the first time in his career. I've seen it in fights.
He's got the bow tie off, the shirt open up. We all got the button down. We forget the ties.
I'm glad we didn't go with the ties.
I know. We
not
knew.
Not in this.
As Canelo Alvarez, I think Kevin Kelly even said it afterwards that this is Hall of Fame. The way.
If you look at his resume, he now has the scalp of Gennady Golovkin. He's got Shane Mosley. He's got Miguel Cotto. The one blemish on his record was to Floyd Mayweather Jr., who's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Right, when he was still developing. It's absolutely true. So it doesn't count against him.
And he's never been one to shy away from a fight. I think you said when Erislandy Lara was presented to him, the Cuban fighter.
Golden Boy didn't want that. No. And his supporters didn't want it, but he wanted it, and his team supports him. And it was nice that he gave some recognition to Eddie and Chepo Reynoso. They have been with him from day one. They developed him from nothing, as he said, from when he was 13 years old, into a future Hall of Famer and the biggest star, at least from Mexico, but the biggest star in boxing right now.
The new middleweight champion. Desde Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, el Tapatío. Canelo Alvarez. Gets his walk. Ooh, look at that suit. Man, I was gonna wear this.
Like gold?
I was gonna wear the same thing, but they didn't have my size. No boxing, no life is his brand.
Those are the colors, black and gold.
There it is. He stuck to the theme. Canelo Alvarez.
Let's give it over for Canelo, the champion. The unified champion.
He was getting worked on by the doctor. Let's see what his face looks like as he takes the dais.
Muchas gracias a todos. Primero quiero agradecer a todos, a toda la gente que siempre ha creído en mí, a toda la gente que ha estado apoyándome durante todo esto y pues en especial a mi equipo y a mi familia. Muchas gracias por todo su apoyo.
I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who's always believed in me. Thank you to everyone who's always supported me. And most of all, thank you to my team and my family. Thank you.
Y pues decir, estoy muy contento por la victoria de hoy. No fue fácil, pero gracias a Dios hicimos el trabajo que teníamos que hacer. Salimos con el objetivo que queríamos. Desgraciadamente no se logró el knockout, pero trabajamos para ganar. Gracias a Dios.
Unfortunately, I did everything I did to complete my objective. Unfortunately, we didn't get the knockout, but thank God we walked away with the victory. I'm very happy with it because all the work that we did paid off in the ring. We're going to open it up for questions.
First question over.
No, también quiero, pues, ya lo he dicho muchas veces y quiero dar las gracias a mi equipo de trabajo. Eddie, Chepo, Reynoso, que siempre han estado conmigo desde los 13 años, de no saber nada a llegar a estas dimensiones en el boxeo. Estoy muy orgulloso de estar con ellos, aparte de ser grandes entrenadores, son como una familia para mí.
I've said this time and time again before. I want to thank my trainers, Eddie and Chepo Reynoso. They've taken me from nothing since I was 13 years old to the highest levels in boxing. And more than trainers, they are my family.
Y yo sé que después de esto vamos a seguir avanzando, vamos a seguir aprendiendo, porque Eddie siempre se preocupa por aprender cosas nuevas, por enseñarme cosas nuevas. Y yo, como el primer día que llegué al gimnasio, le sigo haciendo caso y eso me ha servido para llegar a donde estoy.
And I know that together we will keep moving forward, we will keep learning, because what I like about Eddie is that he's worried about learning. And me, I'm just like when I got there my first day to the gym. I'm always listening to them and taking note of their lessons.
Muchas gracias Eddie, Chepo. Y ahora pues también ya se unió con nosotros Raúl Arriola, que ha estado ahí, es un gran miembro del equipo y una persona humilde, disciplinada también, y eso es lo que queremos en el equipo. Muchas gracias, Raúl.
Raúl Arriola. Also, thank you to Raul Arriola. He's been there from a very beginning, and he's very disciplined, and that's what we need in our team. Thank you very much, Raul.
All right, first question over here.
Straight back, Canelo. Congratulations on your victory tonight in a heck of a fight. My question for you, Abel Sanchez accused you of running in the first fight. He didn't let it go all through the promotion. Tonight, you obviously did not, I didn't think you ran, but you obviously did not make a counter-punching strategy. You stood in front of him, you stood in the pocket, you fought with him. Can you talk about how you guys came up with that idea to do that for this fight? Did he goad you into it, or did you just decide, you know what, I'm going to go for it and I'm going to fight this man toe-to-toe?
Sí, no fue mi plan. Como lo dije, quería buscar el knockout. Desgraciadamente no llegó. Tenía un rival muy fuerte también enfrente de mí, pero eso es lo que salí a trabajar, ¿no? A buscar el knockout. Desgraciadamente no llegó, pero tuvimos la victoria.
It was my plan for the beginning. At first, I aimed for the knockout. Unfortunately, we didn't get the knockout, but I'm happy for the victory. It was my plan.
Next question.
Canelo, what was it like for you to not only win, but to win this way? I mean, a lot of us who've covered this sport have never seen Gennady Golovkin back up. You had him back up in the middle rounds. And then, you made him very tired, too. He was reeling from his fatigue. To do it that way, how proud are you of yourself?
Can you say that again? I can't. The question.
Basically, what was it like to win the way you did, where you had Gennady Golovkin backing up and getting tired? This, unbeaten guy who had won 20 straight middleweight titles.
No, estoy satisfecho con el trabajo que hicimos hoy. Es el trabajo que teníamos planeado. Estoy satisfecho, muy contento con lo que hicimos hoy. Creo que eso fue lo que nos dio la victoria. Estuvimos analizando la pelea y creo que esa era la vía para poder ganar.
I'm satisfied with the victory. I'm satisfied with how we did it today. We were analyzing the fight, and that was very key into getting the victory tonight.
Canelo, can you just tell us, among all the victories that you've had in your career, how much this one means to you?
No, es muy importante para mí esta victoria, para mi carrera, para mi país. Es muy importante, estoy muy contento por eso, porque esto le va a dar mucho orgullo a mi país, ¿no? Y a mi historia en el boxeo también es algo increíble, así que estamos muy contentos.
Next question.
This is very important. This is a very important victory for me. This is a very important victory for my country, and I know that this victory will give a lot of pride to my country, so I'm very happy.
Next question over here. Saúl.
Saúl, buenas noches. Dentro de las cosas que no le reconocen a los Reynoso es lo que hicieron con el Chololo Larios, que dejó por ahí el récord de 10 defensas para un jalisciense. Precisamente para tu legado, con lo bien dotada que se ve ahorita la división de los medios, ¿te ves quedándote aquí este tiempo y buscando de entrada ese récord?
No se escuchó bien tu pregunta.
Te decía que dentro de lo que no le reconocen a los Reynosos, el gran trabajo con el Chololo Larios, a quien tú lo viste, él todavía mantiene el récord de 10 defensas para un peleador jalisciense. ¿Te ves quedándote el suficiente tiempo en la división de los medios ahora que hay tan buenos peleadores como para intentar ir por esa marca, y más ahora que empezaste directamente como querías con el número 1?
Lo único que sí te puedo asegurar es que no pienso en la derrota y no quiero perder.
The question was that there is a record for the most title defenses by someone from Jalisco, Mexico. Do you think you'll be able to achieve that or go farther? He says, look, the only thing in my mind right now is the victory. That's all I can tell you.
I have a question for Eddie and Chepo. If you could, the strategy tonight, the different way that Canelo fought, can you just walk us through why there was such a significant shift in strategy from that fight to this one?
Sí, buenas noches. Sí, estuvimos estudiando mucho la pelea, y cuando tienes un boxeador que sabe hacer bastantes cosas, pues es fácil cambiar las estrategias.
Look, we were studying the fight a lot, and when you have a fighter who knows how to do a lot of things, there's a lot you can do and a lot you can change in the strategy for the fight.
Estuvimos trabajando en el gimnasio, que a Golovkin se le gana echándolo para atrás. Entonces desde el primer round empezamos a trabajar en medio del ring y de empezarlo a echar para atrás y fue la manera donde nosotros estuvimos más cómodos y fue como pudimos ganar la pelea.
We saw that the best way to defeat him is by making him go backward. So what we did is that we started from the center of the ring, slowly moving him back, and that's when we saw that we would be able to get to victory by moving him backward.
Esta vez no estuvimos trabajando las piernas, nada más una vez recurrimos a las cuerdas, entonces creo que pues lo que se practicó dio resultado y pues vamos a seguir aprendiendo.
We didn't work our legs that much. We didn't work it on this one. We worked on everything else, and that was key for the victory. Dos preguntas más, por favor. Two more questions.
Aquí.
Jorge Mile, Saúl, en el mundo del boxeo, ¿es el día más feliz de tu vida esta noche?
Is today the happiest day of your life?
Sí, es uno de los días más felices de mi vida.
Yes, it's one of the happiest days of my life.
Buenas noches, Saúl, al centro atrás. Salvador Rodríguez de ESPN. Preguntarte, Saúl, ¿crees que ahora sí quedaron contentos con un triunfo a la mexicana? Ellos querían que pelearas a la mexicana y lo conseguiste hoy. ¿Y qué posibilidades hay de verte pelear en diciembre después de este ligero corte con el que sales esta noche?
Sí, bueno, vamos a platicar con el equipo, a ver qué es lo que hay, qué planes y pues mi idea es pelear en diciembre. Vamos a ver si podemos lograr eso.
The question was, do you see it possible for you to fight in December? He said that, we have to talk with my team. We have to figure things out. But the idea right now is to fight in December.
¿Fue un triunfo a la mexicana? ¿Fue un triunfo a la mexicana como quería Abel?
¿Tú qué crees? Gracias, viva México. Sí, claro que sí.
Saúl, Eddie, los acusaron de que no se paraban, que corrían, y hoy me parece que te paraste siempre en el corazón del cuadrilátero y además en un tramo muy grande de la pelea, Eddie y Saúl llevaron a Canelo atrás. ¿Qué le dice a la gente que te decía que no te parabas?
In the first fight, Abel and others were saying that you didn't stay in the center of the ring, that you ran back, that you moved around the ring. What do you say to people now that you stayed in the center of the ring?
Prácticamente fui yo el que fui hacia el frente toda la pelea, ¿no? Y como lo dije y lo he dicho siempre en cada entrevista que me preguntan, puedo hacer muchas cosas arriba del cuadrilátero, puedo cambiar estrategias, puedo pelear de forma diferente y esta noche lo demostré y eso me enorgullece me enorgullece y más tener una esquina como la que tengo, ¿no? El trabajo que hizo con mi cortada creo que nunca lo he visto en ninguna otra esquina.
It was I who pushed him back. It was I who was the most aggressive. And more than anything, I'm also proud of the team that I have. They worked the cut very well. Who else could have a team like that?
One more right here.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, guys.
Gracias a todos.
Thank you, gracias. Thank you very much. Good night.
You guys just want to see yourselves talk on TV, that's all.
Yep.
And fight week is done. Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin spoke with the media in multiple language. We heard some French for David Lemieux. We heard some Russian for Gennady Golovkin. We heard some Espanol for...
Naturally, everyone on the Triple G side thought that he won, but we're not going to criticize the decision. Canelo fought a tremendous fight. We got to give him a lot of credit. Canelo did what he said he was going to do. He came forward. He brought the fight. We thought it made it a more exciting fight this time, and you got to give both these guys credit. So as soon as Gennady is done in the locker room, I understand he's just finishing up with some VADA testing, then he'll be out here along with the rest of his team.
And we don't have to do any kind of VADA test.
Triple G's in the house.
Gennady Golovkin wearing the sunglasses. You see the, oh, Cinte Conte gets the hug. All right.
Oh, there was wear and tear on those cheekbones and those eyes. This was a real fight. It was a grueling fight. It was physical, and it was waged in the center of the ring for 12 rounds.
And once again, he did not speak in the ring with Max Kellerman on the HBO broadcast. This will be the first words that we hear from Gennady Golovkin after his fight today when he loses to Canelo Alvarez.
Gennady and the entire team will hold their head high because, as I mentioned, we feel he's still the champion. We feel that he won the fight, but we respect the judge's decision. We thought the Nevada Athletic Commission did a very fair job in officiating the fight. And so we got to give a lot of credit to Canelo. As Abel says, Canelo fought the fight that he promised the fans that he would fight. The first fight was a great fight. This fight was a more entertaining fight. Two of the best fighters in their division, two of the best fighters in the sport, fighting at such a high level. Both guys were cut in the fight. It was a lot of action in the rounds. And like I said, nobody doesn't feel that Triple G is a champion right now. So with that, we can, Abel, you want to say a few words on your side, and then we can open it, and Gennady can say a few words, and we'll open it up for questions.
I think, first of all, we have to congratulate Canelo. Two guys fought a great fight. They gave us all in the ring. Canelo is a champion today. He deserves it. He fought a great fight. Hopefully we can do this again. I think the judges had it, 2 points or 1 round apart. So it's obvious that these two guys can make for great fights. So hopefully they do it again.
Say some words, G, or you want to just answer questions? So we can open it up to questions for Gennady, Abel, or myself. Michael? We'll do it here. We'll do it here. Do we have a hand? Help? You guys hear me back? Oh, there we go. It's not working.
Go ahead. Ask the question. Go ahead. Gennady and Abel, it's a question for you guys. After the first fight, a lot was made about the lack of body attack. Here in the rematch, a lot of people felt you'd go to the body, and that seemed to be lacking again. And was there something that Canelo did that threw off? Oh, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Was there something that Canelo was doing that threw off the potential for a body attack? Is that something that you wanted to do tonight and you just couldn't get it done?
We don't have a hand up. G, you have to come up here.
Давайте я буду на русском вам переводить. Да. Просто можно сегодня много чего говорить. Хотелось бы поздравить Канело в первую очередь, то, что он сегодня чемпион. Домой пошел.
We can say a lot of things tonight, but first of all, I wanted to congratulate Canelo because he left this building as a champion.
Да, и именно сегодня был хороший бой для нас обоих, и каждый делал свою работу. Просто сейчас можно говорить о разном, но я чувствую, что я чемпион. Также хотелось поздравить, что он сегодня чемпион. Сегодня была битва двух чемпионов.
We can talk about a lot of things, but again, I want to congratulate Canelo. I want to congratulate Canelo. I feel like I'm a champion, but he's also is a champion. So it was a fight of two champions tonight.
Question for Abel and Gennady. Canelo obviously fought a very different fight tonight. He stood in the middle of the ring. He traded more than he did in the first time. How surprised were you by that? And how did that change the way you managed this fight?
Question for Abel? Question for you?
Для обоих.
Я чувствовал себя очень комфортно. То есть мы сегодня делали хорошую работу и контролировали и джебом, и все практически контролировали бой. То есть если он даже не убегал назад, это не говорит о том, что мы проиграли бой.
Well, I think I felt very comfortable. I think we control the fight, all the jabs, and even though he was not running this time, it doesn't mean that he was controlling the fight. We were controlling the fight.
No, you know what? I expected Canelo to come out and give us that type of fight. He was goated into it. I said in many interviews that he had a chance to erase the issues that he had in May. I believe that he erased the issues that he had in May. What a great champion he is. He's the champion today. But that's the kind of fight that I expected. That's the kind of fight that the fans expected. And when I talked to Gennady all along this training camp, I explained to him that I thought that Canelo was going to stand and trade with him. So in the fight, I was trying to make Gennady have it, make it a fight instead of allowing Canelo to rest. I wanted him to fight more, but the fight was close enough that one round difference. It could have gone either way. I think the last round was the round that made the difference.
Gennady, Kazakhstan newspaper, Dialogue GTSU. Not for the journalists, not for the fans, not for the business, but answer this for yourself. Do you think you have will, strength, desire to prove, to do anything to prove that you are still champion, and what you're going to do with that?
Я боксер, я боец, и я буду делать свою работу, и это и есть моя работа. То есть, как меня оценивают, это уже не мне судить. Конечно, я бы хотел вернуть. Я буду делать свою работу постоянно.
Of course, as a fighter, as a boxer, I will continue to do my job. I will continue to work to prove that I am the best.
Hey, Gennady, Ryan O'Hara, FightNights.com. If the third fight does not come to fruition with you and Canelo, what is your plan going forward?
What? Couldn't hear the question.
All right, I'll try again. Hear that now? There we go, it's better. Gennady, Ryan O'Hara, FightNights.com. I was asking if a third fight does not come to fruition between you and Canelo, what would your plan be going forward?
Окей, какие у вас планы? Хотите ли вы третий бой?
Конечно, мы будем разговаривать, конечно, это было бы замечательно.
Yes, of course, we would like to have a third fight. We would continue negotiate about that. It will be great to have a third fight.
Dante with Dante's Boxing Nation. Golovkin, did he ever hurt you in the fight? Do you feel you ever hurt him, and how many times?
Вы вообще получили какие-то повреждения? Вообще, насколько серьезно?
Нет, никаких повреждений нету, я чувствую себя хорошо. И сижу. Нет. Ну, небольшая сечка вот маленькая, когда мы стукнем с головой.
Well, actually, I feel fine. I feel great. I have a very small cut when we butted each our heads, but otherwise, I wasn't hurt. I feel fine.
Golovkin, we know you're upset. Get out of the ring because you thought you won the fight, but you lost. But tell me, why you will do different if, in case to win the fight? What do you think? You will be different, do different to win.
Чтобы вам не дали победу. Если бы будет третий бой, что изменится, как он будет по-другому выглядеть третий бой, если он состоится?
Имейте в виду, ну как бы скажите, что я от меня это много не решает, довольный или недовольный. Я делаю свою работу в ринге. То есть как это оценивается, это же не моя проблема, не мой вопрос.
Well, I'm just a fighter. I'm doing my job, and how to judge my performance, my work is not my job. You know, I'm as a fighter, I'm just doing my job inside the ring.
Gennady, straight back. My question for you is, Abel talked about how he said that he thought that Canelo would fight the way he did, that he would change from the last time. He would come forward more rather than counter the way he did so much in the first fight. What were your expectations? Did you agree with Abel that you thought he would fight you more standing right in front of you than he did last time? And what did you think when he did that as opposed to fight the way he did the last time?
We couldn't hear the question. Can you please repeat it louder, because it's...
Can you hear me now? I was wondering, he fought you countering the last time. This time he stood in front of you. Abel said that's what he thought that Canelo would do in this fight. I wanted to know from Gennady what his thoughts were when he saw that that's the style that he was fighting him, that he wasn't going to counter him the whole fight, that he was going to stand in the pocket and he was going to fight with him.
То, что делал Канело, он вроде бы обещал, что он будет делать. Но то, что вы видели, действительно делал именно то, что он обещал.
То, что он обещал, но он, в принципе, он не убегал в этот раз. Я говорю, он не убегал в этот раз, но это не говорит о том, что он выиграл весь бой. То есть не было же ничего такого, что он по очкам выиграл весь бой. То есть он, да, он не убегал этот бой. Это не говорит о том, что он победил весь бой. По очкам. То есть,
well,
по мне.
As far as I'm concerned, yes, he was not running from me. He wasn't running around this fight. But that doesn't mean that he won this fight. And the scores do not really support that he won this fight.
We have time for one or two more for Gennady.
Ему и вам вопрос, но по-испански.
Hoy después de la pelea, independientemente del resultado, ¿cómo ven ustedes a Canelo como peleador? ¿Se paró o no se paró?
Canelo peleó la pelea que había peleado Canelo hizo en esta pelea lo que había hecho en 40 peleas anteriores. Peleó como yo esperaba que peleara. ¿Por qué? Porque tenía esa presión de probarle a todos ustedes y al público que podía. Ganó la primera pelea excepcional ahora. Ahora es campeón. A ver si se puede hacer otra vez como dije, porque creo que el público merece la tercera. Did Canelo fight the kind of fight that you thought he was going to fight, and do you think he is not the Mexican style that we thought he was going to fight, but he is a true Mexican?
Нет, он боксировал сегодня. Он сегодня боксировал, как бы, и мы к этому были готовы, то есть, что он не будет бегать, потому что прошлый бой он бегал, опять же, он прошлый бой бегал. И он понял, что это ему не принесет. Сегодня он просто стоял, и, то есть он пытался боксировать. Это не говорит о том, что это мексиканский стиль. То есть я говорю уже, то есть по мне не было такого, что он победил явно этот бой. То есть его надо поздравить, что ему отдали сегодня, что он сегодня чемпион. Его надо поздравить в первую очередь. Я не считаю, что он сегодня был супер мексиканский стиль показал какой-то. Там ничего такого не было.
I don't think he really demonstrates some super great Mexican boxing style. Yes, he was not running away from me or was running around this time, but it doesn't mean that he won this fight. He didn't do anything special.
One more from.
But most importantly, I would like to congratulate him with today's win.
Mark Wicker, one more. Thank you. Mark, go ahead.
Abel, could you address that question earlier about the body punching? Did you want him to go to the body more? And if not, why wasn't he able to do that? Okay. Abel, just wanted to see if you could address that earlier question about body punching. Did you want him to go to the body more than he did in the first fight? And if you did, why wasn't it able to be effective?
Yeah, obviously we wanted him to do a lot of different things, and I'm sure Chepo and Eddie wanted Canelo to do a lot of different things, but when they're in the ring, they're going to do the things that they see available to them. Canelo fought the fight that he needed to fight today to win. The judges saw him win. That's what's important. I think we have to give credit to Canelo instead of trying to say what we didn't do. He fought a great fight.
Много из ваших болельщиков считали, что вы выиграли. Многие болельщики опять считали, что вы выиграли. Я хотел бы узнать, вы думаете, вы наконец-то можете получить правильное, нормальное судейство. Что вы скажете своим болельщикам, которые считают, что вы выиграли?
We appreciate all the support, but we can't be hypocritical and stand here and complain about every damn decision we lose. Look, the judges were good judges. They saw the fight in Canelo's favor tonight. Maybe the next time they'll see it in our favor. But Canelo fought a great fight, man. You can't take that away from Canelo.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, guys.
That's all. Thank you.
Looking at the reactions on social media, some of them saying this is a different.
Thank you very much for everything. Today's great fight. Seriously.
Here we go. Do it again.
Congrats, Canelo.
Look at the reaction on my social media.
Today
a lot of them
he's champion.
saying,
I come back, guys. I come back.